Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing this Ogre Gladiator of Uskayu, and in the last episode we were we gave up in the middle of Spider 4. It turns out my quick break I said I was going to take was like a week long, but I think that sort of worked out okay because I'm going to talk a little bit more about it later, but I've been playing with some of YouTube's more advanced features, and notably the ability to publish stuff on a particular schedule. So I tried recording several episodes and then just sort of scheduling them to release on a somewhat regular schedule, which seems like a slightly more professional thing to do than just dumping 100 videos into your feed when I'm done recording for my longish sessions. So anyway, like I said, I have more to talk about that later. But first, what is that? That looked spooky. That was stone and no. Oh, this is yeah. I think I recognize that at all. Okay, I think maybe I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys so I was rewatching the last episode. Before I started to see like what the heck I was talking about, see if I can well, first of all, see what I was in the middle of. I sort of remembered having to run away from Spider 4 for some reason. And it certainly is not going great. But I actually didn't run away. I just sort of needed to take a break and then forgot to come back to it. Also, there's a ton of these guys, and I don't like that at all. I'm kind of trapped in a corner here. I should probably not in the corner. Corner might be okay. I mean, this hallway is not the worst thing in the world because only 2 monsters can get to me at once. But they can also throw orbs of destruction at me, which I do not appreciate. So I might like to say dig something out here to get just one spider at a time instead of two. It seems like we're starting to get monsters out of the end vault, so it might be okay. I don't have any recharging though. There's 1 in Orc 2, okay. And I have 6 charges of disintegration left. I think it's probably still worth doing if I can't find anything better, but maybe I can. So like I have a bunch of enslavement. I remember I was using that, and rest assured, I do remember I was talking about some stuff before we ran into this tactical situation. I'll get back to that. I'd like to enslave the orb spider, but it's not likely. I think I'd rather just take this red back if I can. Got him. Very good. That helps a lot. And then I'll throw some rocks at this orb spider. I don't want to chase him across a web. Well, it blew up my red back. And paralyzed everyone. There's an orb of destruction right in my face. I thought it said the orb of destruction was paralyzed. Okay. 3 orb spiders, huh? So one thing I could do is walk north and pummel those guys, or I could throw this rock first to finish off the orb spider to the south. I think I'll do that. The orb destruction is going to hit me, but it's not a huge problem. Wow, they all got unparalyzed already? Uskayo, I thought we were better friends. Oh, wow, again! Nice. Okay. So we killed the jumping spider, which was not the biggest of concerns. There we go. We got that 1 orb spider. Didn't kill him, but managed to damage both of them. Killed the other. Throw some rocks? Yeah, I know there's a redback. Okay. We should be able to take out this redback here, but maybe I should quaff curing first, just so I don't bleed out quite so bad. Yeah. Okay, got him. Now let's walk away. So anyway, like I was saying, I rewatched the end of the last episode so I could remember what I was in the middle of. And imagine my surprise to discover that I was talking about a sci-fi book series that I read as a kid, and like that I imagined Sif Muna looking like an alien with a snout, right? Like who? That had completely slipped my mind. But I had said first that how on earth, would I ever find that series? I only remember one or two things about it, and then I said, well, I don't know, maybe I could ask on sci-fi.stack exchange. But so before I started recording today, I decided to just like look around on Google a little bit, see if I could find something good, because I didn't really want to ask a question. It's a bit of effort to prepare a question that is respectably well put together and that deserves an answer. I don't know. I hang out on Stack Overflow a lot, and so I think it's important to produce a good question, even if a bad question will sometimes get answered. I think it's just respectful. Anyway, so I typed into Google instead, like, what did I type in? Sci-fi book series 90s tiny aliens. And, like, I don't know. How likely do you suppose it is that this would produce what I'm actually looking for? But it turns out it totally did. The very first result was, if you can believe it, a Stack Exchange, sci-fi.stack exchange question where someone's saying, I remember this series I read as a kid about tiny aliens, and it was in like the 80s or the 90s. Does anyone know what it was? So basically the exact same question I would have written. And the answer was, yeah, here's the series you're thinking of. And I was like, yeah, it sounds kind of familiar. So I went and Googled for the name of the series, and like, yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking of. So I wanted to actually share with you guys, since I was talking about how I remembered Sif Muna as the alien from this series with a snout. I went and found the cover art for that book that I would like to share with you guys for a moment here. So it's called Aliens Ate My Homework. I know, it's silly. It's not Crawl. We'll get back to Crawl in a minute. But this alien down here that I've highlighted, can I zoom? Yeah. I kind of remember, this is the snout kind of thing I remember Sif Muna having, although I don't remember it being purple. And here's the red guy I was talking about, who's like shooting things, green and red, right? But I think I'm sort of getting this alien that I think of as Sif confused with this alien. Like, I think this is the one who was all polite and in charge of things, and I was thinking of that attitude. I don't know. And I think this guy down here might have been telepathic or something. It's sort of a mystery. I'm not going to reread the books to find out. And I don't know. Looking at this plant thing, now I'm like, yeah, there was a plant thing with a jetpack. But honestly, like, I don't know. They could put just about anything on the cover, and I would be like, yeah, I remember that. So anyway, there you go. That's the new tile for Sif Muna. what amalloy remembers. Anyway, back to Crawl. There was some kind of monster down there, right? Demonic crawler. Why did I walk away from him? I'm not really sure. I think it's because I wanted to show you guys that picture, but I could have done that without walking away from the demonic crawler. So I don't know. I just want to avoid encountering many monsters at once. Okay, so here we have a ghost moth. We haven't seen where he is, but presumably he's like in this neighborhood, right? Because that's when he started zapping us as soon as we came around this corner. So I want to get to a place where I will know where he is, which seems like if I walk through this wall, and this, not wall. Actually, here's even better. If I walk through here and then duck around the corner, I could just start swinging at this tile, and then like when he eventually rounds the corner, I'll nail him. Yeah. You're making me run out of MP. It's not very polite. I got him. He did some damage. I lost some stats. I'm poisoned, losing more stats, but we got him. Okay, not too bad. And now there's this demonic crawler to deal with. No big deal, probably, right? We'll just make sure to lure him. Don't want to be caught out in the open with him and other spiders. Okay, so where the heck is... Okay, it's up here. Got it. Yeah, of course. That's where the end vault is, but I don't mind putting that off. The end vault is always scary. What is this? Potions of invisibility. Okay. I don't need a staff, obviously. But we're pretty much done here, so I think we just have to... So, we could also consider, a thing that people sometimes do, is the end vaults are so much harder than the rest of the level that you could, at this point, go do your other layer branch. Say, sorry about that, I think that probably made some noise. I bumped something into the computer. They say, oh, the end vault is much harder, I'm going to go do my other layer branch now that I have some more experience, and then I'll do one of the end vaults. But Shoals is not so great, really. So I think we're just going to do this. That is like kind of a hassle. Okay, so this... which one is this? I'm trying to remember if this double wide door is like... I don't know. So do I have... I guess I should have checked before I opened the door. Although I suppose I could just close it at this point. Do I have like a good kill hole to stand in to fight spiders in the neighborhood? And the answer at first glance is no. The best thing I have is like this that I used for the ghost moth earlier, and that's pretty flimsy too. There's several ways they could get around to me. But with just a single charge of disintegration, I could make this into kind of a mediocre kill hole. It doesn't really need the bend that makes it an ideal kill hole. An ideal kill hole is like this, right? These, so that you can only see the monster here, and they can only see the tile here. It means that, like, if they're summoners, there's no room for them to summon a lot of things, and so on. But if they're not summoners, then just, like, this is kind of fine. Oops. This is... Gosh, buttons, help! Just these 3 tiles is kind of fine. But you can only see them, and it doesn't matter how much they can see. And if they're melee monsters, though, it doesn't even really matter that much how many monsters can see you. They're not going to smite you or anything. Although, what do I know? Maybe I don't know how to pronounce that. Maybe they're in this end vault now, and they could smite me. But, so I think what I'm going to do is just shut this door, carve this out. Oh my gosh, webs. Did they... Oh, they did. I was like, this stupid web, I'm going to step in it and rip it open. But they actually changed webs recently, so you can't do that. Because it encouraged you to do dumb, tedious stuff like I was about to do. Walk in the web and rip it apart. So, okay, now there's a web there to deal with. Can we do anything about it? We kind of need one of these corner squares to dig here to get a good kill hole for just one. I think I'm going to go ahead and risk just walking through this web. Actually, I get caught almost every time, don't I? I'm doing okay now. I don't know. So let's go ahead and dig this out. Disintegration here, yes. Okay, just double checking there's nothing on the other side. The other thing I could do is I could go south, southeast, northeast, walk around it like this. But that's costing me... Let's see, instead of just 2 turns to get there, it takes me 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's costing me 2 turns guaranteed, whereas walking through the web probably won't cost me more than 2. So what I'm going to do is open the door here. Nice. Made it without getting webbed. And this is still a lot of monsters. We could be in a little bit of trouble, but on the other hand, we have Uskayu's help. I don't appreciate Tarantellas at all. On the other hand, like, they don't do that much damage. Do they? And and we do still have this kill hole, but geez, the thing is we're pretty low on curing, so I kind of feel like I can't use it to cure this confusion when we're not in like dire need. Ah, there's 4 more for sale. Okay. So I'm gonna, I think, save my curing for if things start to get bad and I need to teleport. So far they're like bad-ish, but kind of under control, I think. Boy, my evasion seems so bad. How are they hitting me over and over? All right, we got 1 Tarantella. That's nice. It's been a while since I was so troubled by Tarantellas. Okay, this is clearly bad, and we need to leave. I should have done this earlier, but I was hopeful that like I might luck out. Silly. Let's read Telly, yeah, and see if we can kill off this Tarantella before we go. Yes, we did get him. Just don't drop me in the Rune Vault, please. That's all I'm asking. Okay. That was not ideal. The monsters are all still right there. And now we're not in our kill hole anymore. I would say that's in fact quite a poor teleport. Let's see if we can step away without them knowing where we are. We seem to have attracted just the 1 jumping spider, which could be alright. So something interesting is happening right at this moment. Someone, a viewer, I presume. Well, anyway, someone just contacted me on IRC, someone I've never heard of before. But you know, my name is amalloy most places, so it's not too hard to find me if you want to. Just contacted me and said, "Hey, I love watching your videos, and I'm spectating you right now on CAO." So like, that is to say, watching me in game rather than watching the recording. And asks, what font am I using? It looks so nice, and I'm glad you like it. Let me just check real quick here. Can you guys see all this stuff that I'm doing? No, you can't see the menu I've opened. All right, fine. So let me just open edit profiles, my dungeon crawl profile, text, font. I'm using 16-point Deja Vu Sans Mono. So I've just answered that message in IRC, but like so this is basically the default font for a GNOME terminal on Linux, and I found it and downloaded it to run it on my Mac because it looks so nice. And I adjusted the colors a little bit as well, like the cyan and light cyan or something seemed too close together, or the blues, I don't know. Something kind of light bluish and something kind of dark bluish. I adjusted the colors because they looked too close together for me. So that was kind of fun. An unexpected interruption that didn't take too long. Obviously, I could have like just recorded paused the recording or delayed my answer until later, but it's like it was something that was easy enough to answer now. Oh, it did hit me. I was hoping it would hit the jumping spider. I'm going to stand here because this leaves me a nice easy corner to duck around if he shoots at me. And continue throwing large rocks. This orb spider is charging up like crazy fast. I can pass through a line of other dancers, fine, but what I really need is to kill that orb spider. Thank you for the paralysis, I really appreciate that. Well, that's a little problematic, isn't it? There's no easy way to dodge this orb, I don't think. I could try stepping east twice, but A, I would end up in a web, and B, I don't think it would work anyway. I think I'm just going to continue throwing rocks at him. Almost dead. And he just walked adjacent to me for some reason? No. That's not an S, that's a cloud. Come on. Just kill him. There we go. Let's step around the corner into here. And I might actually dig this out to give myself an area that I can rest in more comfortably. Just come on in, jumping spider. Yeah, and a tarantella. All right. Do I have like a wand of telly or something? Oh my gosh, a rod of ignition. I should have been looking at like all this stuff I have. It has been a week and I have forgotten some of it. So that's what should have been my first thing. But I'm just so excited to show you guys pictures of aliens. Okay. Yeah. A lot of potions of might. I remember that. Yep. Okay. Some heal wounds. That's nice. Some invisibility. Very useful for spider. Most of spider. Actually, quite a few monsters have seen invisible in here. But a lot of the important ones don't. So something you can use. Potions of brilliance. Why am I carrying? I don't know. So the rod of ignition is something I could be using actually, but right now I kind of want I want to be a stealth ogre. You know, I don't want them all charging me. The other thing is I'm not sure if digging here would be good because this might not be a wall. Kind of seems like it probably is, but I haven't investigated that to be sure. And it would make matters a lot worse if I were to dig in there and discover that it connects up. I think I want to go easy on my disintegration here. It is a valuable resource that I'm running somewhat low on. And I have a bunch of crappy resources that would help quite a lot. Like if I were to enslave one of these spiders. I don't know which one I want, really. The jumping spider? Give me the tarantella. Missed. Alright, try again. On the only one I can see now, the jumping spider. We got him. Oh, thank you, jumping spider. So now we could maybe kill the jumping spider, or we could maybe get him to kill some other monsters for us. Yeah, there's enough monsters around that'll hopefully probably get through the jumping spider a bit. Yeah, he's already moderately wounded. Enslave is so good. Interesting. Okay, so the paralysis thing affects friendly neutrals, but not actual friendlies. Oh, great, and he killed the jumping spider for me. Just in time. Cool. Oh no, the jumping spider just walked away. Well, okay, let's attack him. There's no monsters left, and we got the stab, and he's dead. Nice. I'm running out of large rocks because I haven't had a chance to pick them up. Where are all these large rocks? Let's go do a quick cleanup here. I'll just pick up everything, whether it's rocks or stones. They're pretty valuable. Yeah, and they like never mulch. It's amazing. Compared to like mulch is like when you throw it and it's gone, as opposed to reappearing. Let's just identify confusion. The mulch rate on large rocks is very low. And I mean, you find very few of them, so like that, it makes sense. It balances out, but it's just nice that like even though I only have 15, I can use them pretty freely. Okay, but we still want to like the basic tactic we need to use here is isolation. What's my training, by the way? Okay, seems good. Yeah, our weapon is 24, and we're like 21 in a bit, so still want to keep going on that. Isolation, right? We should be okay to fight one of these monsters at a time. But if we have to fight two... Oh! It's a ghost moth while I'm fighting a bunch of other crap. Okay, this is an okay time for Potion of Invisibility, but I'm not sure if it's a great time. Do we have 1 or 2 right now? We have 3, actually. I'd rather know where the ghost moth is before I quaff invisibility, but maybe that's a needless luxury. The Tarantella is another problem, right? And so the invisibility will help with all threats in sight. Cannot see invisibility. See invisible. Good gracious, I don't know how to talk. I don't see any ghost moth disturbances on the screen just yet, so I really don't know where he is, but presumably northwest-ish. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use invisibility right now, so I don't get like confused. Okay, well we found the ghost moth anyway, northwest, and he's already lost track of us. That's nice. Can I just please get a kill on the Tarantella? That's all I'm asking for. No. Okay, we are in dire straits here. I thought it was going to be okay. Let's do something instead of just standing here and getting killed. I don't really want to teleport away because that sort of wastes the invisibility and the curing, but I mean that maybe we have to. I don't know. We could enslave the Tarantella. That would be very valuable, I think. We could try that. It's a little bit aggressive, though. It's a lot aggressive, maybe. Compared to like the safest thing I could do, I think, would be teleport. I'm down to half health and surrounded by 4 spiders. Well, 4 monsters, one of whom is a moth that I can't see. And they're all relatively threatening. The jumping spider is not too bad, but the Tarantella and the ghost moth, I think, are the biggest trouble right now. The redback actually could do a lot of poison damage as well. And since we're low on curing, that would be a big threat. I'm gonna try enslaving the Tarantella. We did get him. Okay. And I'm gonna try killing the monsters I can see first. Even though the ghost moth is doing, I think, more... well, actually, the redback is probably doing the most damage because of the poison. Like, it just has a ton of poison. And given that we're so low on curing, the poison might as well be actual damage. Where did the ghost moth go? He got lost. There he is, northwest. Okay, nope, we gotta go. Read teleport, yes. Tarantella's dead, that's something. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Ghost moths are not, like, in theory, that frightening, but I can never really master the tactical presence of mind to be able to deal with them when they're invisible, or I can't see them, rather. They're always invisible, of course. Blech. So, I took care of the monsters there who weren't that ghost moth, and if I go back, it might just be me and the ghost moth, and then I could line up a better, let's use rocks. I hate Tarantellas. I could maybe... oh, turn auto pickup on, please. Anyway, if it were just that ghost moth, I could probably find a corridor or whatever to fight him in. But I mean, it's in the end vault, so even though there were no monsters right there when I teleported, there are probably more now. I sort of let them out into the world by opening this door, so they're going to be all over the place. Wow, jeez, that poison's so bad. I'll just rest up in here. Whoa! I happened to walk into the Ghost Moth. Okay, well, I know where he is. I don't really need a corridor now. And I'm going to keep an eye on my intelligence. I might need to put on that ring of intelligence. Okay, he should be nearly dead now, but I still have to keep hitting him, of course, instead of missing. Got him. Okay. So, there are probably just more Ghost Moths, like, not just more Ghost Moths. There are more Ghost Moths in addition to all the other crap. I don't really want any Disco Storms. It's just too dangerous. I mean, is it? I have a very high HP pool as an ogre. So the danger with Disco Storms is that they're very unpredictable, and they can blow up onto you as well as onto enemies. Maybe as an ogre it could be alright. I'll pick it up, I don't know. The spiders have low HP pools and high evasion. And at least one of the Disco Storm's effects ignores EV. I don't know about the others, but like when it turns into a bunch of exploding orbs of electricity, it doesn't pay attention to EV. It's like a giant fireball. Maybe a firestorm kind of effect, actually, but electric, of course. Is that Ambrosia? That's Brilliance. You know, take Brilliance off of auto pickup, please. And these things. Ah, I'm clicking wrong letters. There we go. Yeah. So this is. It seems like I get this spider vault fairly often. I don't really know why. Oh my word! More ghost moths. I saw him just a second ago in this area. So what I'm going to do is step here. And then he should swing around the corner northeast of me pretty soon. Yeah, there he is. And as long as nobody else arrives, we should be okay with just this guy. I am lethally poisoned. Wow. I guess I should drink curing. These guys have strong poison. Also, I'm out of curing, so it is really time to go buy some. No, Redback, I cannot deal with you right now. Sorry. Confusion? Yes, go away. I could have actually used Line Pass. I didn't realize I had that up. Could have saved a couple charges on Confusion, but honestly, who cares? Shut the door. They won't be coming out. Can I avoid having to tangle with this Redback while having 0 potions of curing? It's kind of a dangerous situation to be in. I should be thinking about using like Stomp when I have Ghost Moths next to me, because especially if I think they're nearly dead, that can be a way to close the gap. How far away is this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I walk east, he won't see me. He might walk east himself, and then he would, but okay, he didn't. Are there any other upstairs? They're all in that general direction, but I can at least rest first. A Hydra. Okay. I think just a couple large rocks ought to do it. But why take that risk? Let's just walk away. We can deal with the water moccasin once we're upstairs. Once I have some curing, I don't know, maybe I'll go back for my large rocks, but I feel very naked right now. Something barely... Oh my god, really? Do we have to deal with unseen horrors as well? It's just... Alright, we got him. My int is also getting low, so I'm going to need probably to swap that in as well. Give me this, please. Yes. And let's drop my brilliance. Ah, that's nice. They changed it so that it shows you the potions of curing, but they don't get assigned letters. So A is still the first one you're not carrying. That's nice. Give me this, please. Yes. Now we're going down to Orc and buying these two. Yes. Anything else on my shopping list I want while I'm shopping? So fear is something I could make use of in Spider, but I already have a lot of it. I should arguably be using it more. Okay, well, so the question is, I think, do we really want to finish tackling Spider 4 now? We're pretty low on stats, which means Ghost Moths can be a big threat. And we're just generally weaker, than we would be. It would be nice to get some more experience somewhere, but the only realistic option is Shoals, which is not very good. How many large rocks did I leave lying around out of curiosity? 3, not too bad. And 2 of them are just guarded by a Hydra. The other is in Spider 4, and I'm not very keen on going there. Oh dear. I don't know. I would ask your guys' opinion, but you're not going to see this till like tomorrow probably. Or tonight? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know that we can finish the Spider End Vault, but what else are we going to do? Everything else is pretty bad. I think I'm going to end this episode here, get it started rendering so I can upload it for tonight, and think about it. And in the next episode, I'll let you know what I decided. So that means we're done with this episode. Thanks for watching.